Hi, I'm Sandy, and today is day 23 of Vlogmas and the great winter blizzard of 2022 and Life with Sandy. Well, good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 23, which means it's Friday, December 23rd, 2 more days till Christmas. But we have a birthday today. Today is Becky Webb's birthday. So Becky, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great birthday. Boy, you get to celebrate it all by yourself. How fortunate for you. Anyway, as you could see from my opening, the great blizzard of 2022 was a poop, was a I mean, it's cold outside. I'm not going to say it's not cold, but it's not really windy like they said it was supposed to be. We were supposed to get 3 to 6 inches of snow. Or was it 3 to 6? 6. First they said 6 to 10. Then they brought it down to 6 to 8, and then they brought it to 4 to 6, and then last night when I went to bed, they said 3 to 6, and I woke up this morning. You can't really tell because it is kind of bright outside. We might have an inch of snow on the ground, maybe an inch and a half, and all the weathermen are backtracking now, and they said, we never said it was about the snow. We never said it was about the snow. We always said it was about the cold. They did mention that it was going to be cold. I'll give them that. But it was like, oh my gosh, stay off the road, stay in your house, hunker down, hunker down. We did get a lot of rain, but the temperature didn't drop that far that quickly before it started to snow. And then, so there's a little bit of ice out there, but not a lot, just a little bit. But today is my eve of Christmas Eve dinner with my family. I am so glad that I decided to do the brunt of the heavy work yesterday. I set my tables yesterday. I cut up all my stuff for the stuffing because we're having turkey. I did all of that. So this morning, all I had to do was stuff the turkey, put it in the oven, and make a salad for dinner tonight. And then later on, I'll peel the potatoes and, cut up the broccoli and things like that. But I still got like 4 hours just to, maybe 5, just to relax. Because I always do it every year. On the day, and then I'm so frazzled by the time that the dinner comes that I'm just exhausted, and I really don't enjoy the evening. My family comes here early enough that they can help me, as far as like mashing the potatoes and cutting the turkey and, unstuffing the turkey and things like that. So it's not like all on me. Everybody does it, but getting it ready, which I love. I love to cook. I really do. I am going to attempt to make some grand biscuits, Pillsbury grand biscuits. I bought some Hawaiian rolls as a backup, just in case. I consider myself a pretty darn good cook. I really do. Not to brag, but I'm a pretty darn good cook. And I'm a pretty good baker. I really am. But biscuits, it's like the joke of my family. I either burn them or they're not cooked enough. I baby them things like you would not believe. It's just like Aaron comes in and makes fun of me in a loving way. But, like he said, well, let's keep an eye on them biscuits. So I am determined that everything's going to be perfect today. I'm not going to probably take my camera too much because I just want to enjoy family time. I might take a couple videos that I'll share with you tomorrow. But I'm just looking forward to it because, like I said, as I'm getting a little bit older every year, it gets a little bit harder. And I hate to admit that, but it does get a little bit more tedious, I guess. But I just so much love out of doing it. I really do. I always think that I should just have some kind of a simple meal. But no, we love having a good turkey dinner. Last year, I think we had lasagna. I get a lot of joy out of it. And then this year, we're going to do the presents a little bit different. I told you we always used to do them in piles. But this year, we're just going to hand them out separately. So I want to be able to really enjoy it and see how everybody likes their gifts because usually when everybody's just ripping them open, I don't get to see what anybody, what anybody got. And I don't know if they really appreciated what I got them. So it gives me a clue as to, okay, next year, don't remember not to get that. So, anyway, like I told you yesterday, I thought I had a memory for every single day leading up right till Christmas. And I don't. I really thought I did, but I don't. So I got to think of a memory. I have a memory I'm going to share of my own tomorrow. But I'll try to share a Christmas memory. I just remember like just different memories, like relating to my father when he always went to Boston at Christmas time. But once in a while he would go during the year, and one of us would get, either me, Michael, or Sue, because we were the oldest, would get to go with them. And I always remember when we took the train there, he would never pay the nickel for a pillow because you'd get like a little pillow that you could lean on, and I would say, Dad, can I get a pillow? And he'd tell me, roll up your jacket. It's as good as a pillow. It's just going to be just as much fluff as it is. He wouldn't do that. And then if he went to church, you could either go to church with my mother or my father, because all of us didn't go at the same time. If we went with my mother, we got to sit in the pew, because my mother would somehow come up with a dime that cost us, because it was a building fund. So you had to pay a dime to sit, because they were building a new church. And but my dad, he wouldn't pay that dime. You had to stand on the side. But it was, like a good memory. I really have such really great memories of growing up. And as I'm getting older, I think the memories from farther away are easier to remember. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I just remember that we used to get up in the morning and open our gifts, and then go to church in the morning, and then we'd come home, and my mother had made, like, we'd have a turkey dinner, which was, back then you only had turkey really Christmas and Thanksgiving. You didn't have it all through the year like you can now, but it was like a big celebration. And then we just stayed home the whole day. It just played with our stuff, or, like if I got clothes, I'd try my clothes on. And it was even to the point that sometimes I would wrap my own gifts, because my mother would, like, she was so frazzled about, like with 6 kids getting everything done. She'd give me money until I could go up to Mary Ann's, which was a little clothing store. And up at the Civic Center, they used to call it, on Houston Whittier and Kelly. And I used to walk up there and I'd go and buy out my clothes. And then I'd bring them home and I'd wrap them all up. And then on Christmas morning, I'd open them, even though I knew what they were. But then it was no different from when I didn't know what something was, and I snuck open and look at it before it was actually Christmas, and then rewrapped it. So it was just a really good memory. I just, I have to thank my parents for really great memories. But so this morning, the birds are out. I'll send such a little video at the end instead of a Christmas memory, my birds. And then one's getting ready. You can't really see them, but there's a bush out in front that they build their little homes in, their little nests under the bush in the wintertime. So they have a bed and breakfast over at the Carico house. And I'm just so looking forward to today. I really am. I'm just so happy that my family's getting together. I'm glad that the weather turned out okay, because I told you we were thinking about changing the day, but I'm glad we kept it the same as it was, because we kind of know that the weathermen get a little ahead of their skis around here in my part of the state. So I'm not saying that other parts of the state didn't get hit, but my part of the state, I don't know, for some reason, we don't really get a lot. I don't know why. I don't know if we're like in a little valley, or maybe the valleys, I think, get it worse. I don't know what the deal is, but it usually goes right past us. So, but anyway, that's going to do it. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, and share if you think somebody might like to see it. Merry Christmas if I don't see you until after Christmas. And here's my birds that make me happy. And I'll share my family videos tomorrow. Merry Christmas. My birds getting ready for Christmas, having their Christmas feast a couple days early. I just noticed that I got to fill up that one little feeder. And then my little ones down below, oh, you can't really see them. They're building their little homes under that bush.